Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, run! Ready, Baylor Tiger! Ready!
Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Delta, go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Stuffing him behind the line there, that's Dayon Henley. Really nice play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, here's Nix. This one complete, it's Devon Vele. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. 2nd down and 6 now.
Baylor Tiger. Lion. 59. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
80. Ray. Set.
Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 51 yards. Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to fight through, and now a crease. On the move past the 40. Still going. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First down, and they go back to Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, go lock 380. Go, let's go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 8.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Nix. And his throw here is incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Rager. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
A gain of 10 yards.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Short throw to Disley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
That's a gain of
3rd and 7 now.
It's 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert now. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Set. 380. Bring it up. Set.
Play action. It's Herbert. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Set. 380.
Harris is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Set. 380. 21. 5-9. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Running free at the 45. Moving inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half.
Will Lutz to kick off for the
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. He'll find Najee Harris. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the
Well,
43-yard
offensively,
line.
that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Nix going to give to Harvey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A short throw to Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tui Perotu got in and dropped him. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
21, 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, easy. Set. Grenade. Come on, dude, we got him. Hey, Kappa. Let's go. Hey.
When the rep, no, me, right here.
Herbert just beat the play clock. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Able to avoid him at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down, Broncos.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
44. Chargers 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the
After the
Broncos.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
To throw, here's Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3rd and 3. And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, Kappa.
Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Hey, what you got for me, baby? What you got? Hey, stay on toes. 59. 380. Hey, Ray. Why did it?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game.
J.K. Dobbins, 82 yards. And the Broncos start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here comes third down and 7.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. 380. Baylor time. Hollywood Aggie.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Right side, he has Johnston.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the Broncos' 47-yard line.
Hey, ram. Set. Delta. Hunt. 21. Hey, ram. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Go, let's go. Set. Go.
They snap it to Herbert. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go, let's go.
Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Orange, orange. 380. 59, 59.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.